Students, good morning. In the previous lecture, we started the mass and the weight and the volume calculation by using some devices, some apparatus, not devices, some apparatus of the laboratory, and we discussed the difference between the mass and the weight, right? So today we are proceeding with those another physical properties which will be physical quantities which will be used in the chemistry. So next thing is your density. You all are aware about the density. What is the density? The mass upon volume. This is the formula. Any per unit volume, how much mass is present in a body, that is called as a density. Okay. So mass can be calculated, I told you, by just using that analytical balance. Okay, so that from the analytic balance you will calculate the mass and just substitute this thing, and volume will be calculated by taking the measuring cylinders and many other apparatus you will see in the laboratory. So by this calculation of these two quantities, you have substitute the value, you will get the answer. Mass upon volume. What will be the unit? SI unit. Mass unit will be kilogram and volume unit will be meter cube. So the overall unit will be kilogram per meter cube. So that is a derived quantity. Okay, beta. Now come to the second one, that is temperature. You know that what is the temperature? The degree of hotness or degree of coldness, that is called as in a temperature. Okay, so we can find it out. So it can be taken in the chemistry in the three ways. The first thing is your degree Celsius, then Kelvin, then degree Fahrenheit. So I have written the formula for the calculation of that interchanging of the units. Now the first thing is, if the degree Celsius to be converted into the degree Fahrenheit, then what will be the formula? I think you have seen in the lower classes also, but it is in the 11th standard, so we have to study that. That's important. The degree Fahrenheit is equal to, we can say that 9 upon 5 degrees Celsius. We have to substitute the value of degree Celsius. Suppose I need to find out the degree 25 degrees Celsius temperature into the Fahrenheit. So I'll write down the 25 degrees Celsius here. That means 25. So 9 upon 5 into 25 plus 32, what you will get the answer. That will be the degree Fahrenheit. The same way, if you want to just calculate this Kelvin temperature into degree Celsius into Kelvin temperature, then whatever the degree Celsius temperature was there, that has to be added with the 273.15. So here you will get, suppose 25 degrees Celsius temperature was there, so 25 plus 273.15, after addition of it you will get the answer in the Kelvin. So there are three scales which are equal to each other. Like you can see that 100 degrees Celsius, you know that 100 degrees Celsius is the boiling temperature of the water. So this will be 273.15. Then it will be equal to the 100 degrees Celsius, and that will be equal to 212 degree Fahrenheit. So this is then equal temperature, boiling temperature of the water. So this is the temperature part. Now the second thing is coming, there is a scientific notation. What is the meaning of the scientific notation? You know that in the chemistry, the values will be taken in the decimals, like decimal 4 places, 5 places, 6 places, 10 places, in that way. Avogadro number is taken as 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. That means the number of zeros will be added in that. Okay, so because the particles are infinite in the number, so we have come with some specific notation that is called scientific notation. So we have to just decrease that space of the unit, those digits, and we will write down in the scientific notation. In that way, just see that if the number is 623000000, so how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digits are there. So we cannot write down 9 digits during calculation. So we have some specific method. So it can be written as the decimal will come just after the first digit, and whatever the number of digits are there, that will be raised to the power 10. Okay. So you will see that 6.23 into 10 to the power 8, because the decimal is kept just after the 6. So how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have substituted 8. So this is the scientific notation. There are many students still in the 11th standard, they do not know how to write down the scientific notation. Okay, so that's why I have to take, although the topic is very easy for many of the students, but still we are facing the problem in the 11th standard and the 12th standard. They do not know how to write the scientific notation. That's why the topic is repeated. Suppose the value is given like how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digits are there. Okay, so I need to take this decimal from this part to and after the 3. After 3. So how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after 7 digits I need to take this decimal. So it will be taken towards the right hand side. So this will be coming as -7 in case of the decimal notation. Okay, so this is the scientific notation of this, and I hope you will be able to understand like how to write down these big values into the smaller one, because it will be very easy for us to calculate the numerical problems and all these things. So now the next thing is that how will you multiply these significant numbers? They are scientific notations, not significant number. These are the scientific notation, SN in short form. So we need to multiply, divide, and add and subtract. So addition, multiplication, and subtraction, and all these things. So there are many students who are still not able to do that addition, subtraction, and this multiplication and division of the scientific notations. Okay, so just see that I have taken an example. Okay, the example is 5. So this is the multiplication of the scientific notation. So see that 5.6 into 10 to the power 5. This is one whole scientific notation digit, and this 6.9 into 10 to the power 8. So what you will do, if you are multiplying, then if the base is same, then power will be added. You people know that, and the rest of the things will be multiplied. The 5.6 into 6.9, so that is a multiplication. You will be able to do the multiplication, and then 10 will be the same base, and the power will be added. 5 plus 8, that will be 5 plus 8. Okay, students, so this is the multiplication. Whatever the answer comes, that you need to find it out. If you want to do the division, in that case, you will see that, suppose I have taken one example, 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 3, and the 5.5 into 10 to the power 4. So one upper side, you will see that negative digit are there, and the lower side, the positive digits is there. Okay, so what you will do, if the base is same, then you can take the base upside. Okay, so then whatever the power at the denominator, this will be changed. If it is positive, then it will be converted as negative, and if it is negative, it will be converted as positive. So here 2.7 upon 5.5, both will be same. You need to divide this 2.7 with the 5.5. Multiplication 10 to the power minus 3, and I told you that this power will be added as a negative. The value will be changed, and this will be added with the this value. So minus 3 and minus 4. So actually it should be like this. Okay, if you want to see that the minus 3 was earlier, then I told you that it will become plus sign. Then this has become minus 4, so this minus 4 will come up. Okay, beta. So then minus and plus will become minus. Okay, so the if the base is same, then power will be added. Okay, this is then multiplication. So you will also be able to do the multiplication. Suppose the addition is to be done. So in that case, what you will do? Suppose 2.5 into 10 to the power 2 and 8.95 into 10 to the power 3. Okay, so there are two different digits. Okay, so we need to add it. So what is the basic idea for this? We need to just do one thing. The 10 to the power should be common in both the digits. The 10 to the power should be common in both the digits. And suppose it was 2 and it was 3. So we need to make it either it is as 3 or it is to be made as 2. So 10 to the power will become equal. So here it will become, what is that? I have taken this point this side. So 0.25 into 10 to the power 3 and 10 to the power 3. So I have taken the common as 10 to the power 3. So this is 10 to the power 3, which is common in that. Okay, so from that common is taken, then now add 8.95 with 0.25, the answer will come. The same way with the subtraction, 2.5 into the power minus 2 or minus 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 3. So we need to make this 10 to the power 3 equal. So this was minus 2, so I have made this minus 3 into the minus 2. Okay, so that was 4.8 into 10 to the power 10 to the power minus 3. So the point was taken, so it will become 10 to the power minus 2. Now again you need to take the common. So 10 to the power minus 2 will be common, and from 2.5 you will subtract the 0.4, you will get the answer. So these are the various ways of the mathematical calculations of the scientific notations. Now the third, again important topic, that is your significant figures. Do you know what is the meaning of significant figures? That the digits in the mathematics we use in the chemistry or even in the physics. Okay, so what are the values here? What are the digits which are being signified as? Okay, so we need to find out which will be used in the calculations. Okay, so these are called the significant figures. Okay, it is these are used in the chemical reactions as well as in the chemical calculations also. So you will see that I have made the point. What are the significant figures? The first one is your all non-zero digits are there. Non-zero digits means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so here it is 2, 8, 4, 2, 8, 4, 3, 3 different digits are there. Is it fine? So how many significant figures are there? 3 significant figures. So 1, 2, 3, 3 significant figures. Suppose this value is there, 0.25. So that 0 will not be calculated in that case. Okay, so then how many digits are there? 2 digits are there. These are the 2 significant figures. Okay, so this is the all non-zero digits are significant figures. Now coming to the second point, 0 preceding to the first non-zero digits are non-significant. NF means non-significant. I have a shortage of the space, that's why I have taken down that short forms. So 0 preceding first non-zero digits are non-significant. So here see, it is a digit and before that 1 0 is coming. Are you getting me? So this 0 will not be considered. Okay, so this digit will be considered in that case. Okay, so what's that? How many significant figures are there? 1. And how many are there? 2. So before 2 zeros are there, that these are not taken as significant. So only these two numbers will be signified. Okay, so here in this case, this is the third one. From that one, third has been derived. So 0 between the two non-zero digits are significance. Okay, so these are the two non-zero digits. Okay, so whatever the numbers are coming, if it is coming 0, see the difference. Here it was 0.0052 and here 2.0052. This time, here in this case, 0 was omitted. Omitted means these were non-significant. Only these two numbers were there. But here these 0 will be taken as significant figures. So how many significant figures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you getting this? So between two non-zero zeros are coming, then it will be significant. And if nothing is there toward this side, then only the digits will be coming in that way. Okay, so this will be how much? 3.00096. How many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is there. If suppose if this number is coming like 3. Or we can say like 0.2029. Suppose this digit is coming, then this 0 will be signified because it is coming between the two non-zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures are there. Okay, students. Now next thing is coming. 0 at the end of the right of the numbers are significant. Okay, on the right hand side, right hand side means this side. Okay, this side whatever the 0 numbers are coming, these are significant. Like this one, 0.00. So this 0 was not taken as significant in the previous cases, but this side you will see that 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros after the digit, after the non-zero digit, it is taken as significant figures. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3 digits are there. Here 100.00. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros are there. But here 100 will have the different writing method. Suppose 100 can be written as 1 into 10 to the power 2. So you can make it one significant figure, that will be this one. Are you getting me? Suppose 1.0 into 10 to the power 2. So how many significant figures are there? 1 or 2? 2 significant figures are there. So we can just make it in the scientific notation and we can make it as the significant figures. Okay, beta. And the last one, suppose if you want to count the number of objects, suppose I have one marker. So it will have the infinite numbers. 1 means what? I will write down like 1 means what? 1 is 1.10000. In that way, this will go on infinite times, and all are infinite. All are the significant figures. So suppose two balls. That calculation of 2 balls means what? 2.00000. It will go to the infinite type. So infinite significant figures will be there. Is it fine? If it is a 20 egg, okay. So all the calculations coming in the like objects, they will be taken as infinite numbers. Okay, so these are the significant figures. Okay. So these were the various methods of the calculations. Now beta, you need to write down all these things in your notebook. Okay, just refer the textbook. Okay, and once the school will open, I'll give you that some notes also. Is it fine? Because now it is not possible. Okay, so just do the calculation which are there in the textbook, right? And after this one, after studying all these things, they take the another examples. Okay, you make your own example because you have the ample amount of the time. So utilize that time period and you will come up with that significant figures and the calculation of the scientific notation. And one more thing will be that just interconversion of the units, like kilogram into the gram or decigram or centigram. Okay, because this topic is very easy, that conversion of units you have studied since your 6th standard. Is it fine? So that conversion of all these meter into the centimeter or the millimeter or decimeter or something like that. So these are the interconversion of units. Okay, so this is your homework to do this one, that one, and interconversion of the units. Okay, beta, that's all for today. Thank you very much.